What happened to the fourth Narnia film, The Silver Chair? It was announced, Netflix had announced it, so to explain this to you, I'm going to have to go into the history of it and go back a little bit further to in 2010, after the release of The Voyage of Dawn Treader. Now, that was kind of a box office failure, and it really was not doing well with critics, but fans were not very pleased with it, but fans were expecting a Silver Chair movie, until they're like, no, we're going to do a Magician's Nephew movie, and then they needed to revive the rights, and they're like, you know what, just forget this. So they're done. So it was pretty quiet for a couple of years, until in 2013, the Mark Gordon Company bought out the rights for both Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express and The Silver Chair, and they were planning for Will Poulter to come back. This was a pretty exciting movement, but by 2014, there was really no news. Like Kenneth Branagh and Michael Green had signed on to do Murder on the Express, but Silver Chair got nothing, really. But they're really, but then 2016, it was announced that writer David Magee, who was a writer for some of the Disney live-action films, was going to write it. 2017, no news, and finally, 2018, Netflix made a deal and bought out the entire rights, the entire series, and made a deal with the Mark Gordon Company to adapt The Silver Chair. Now, I remember this. I was about 11 years old. This was back in 2018. I was about 11 years old. I had just discovered the Narnia series. And I was pretty thrilled about this. I was like, yes, we're going to get another Narnia movie. And I was very heartbroken when I heard about it being canceled. I was oh man, that was too bad. But Joe Johnston, I'd seen a lot of his movies, especially at that time, which was coincidence. Joe Johnston's movies because of Jumanji, and I think some other movies as well. Honey, I Shrunk the Kid, that was one. So really, he had a lot of experience. So apparently, and I saw the interview of McGee as well, talking about his love for Silver Chair. But apparently, C.S. Lewis's stepson, Douglas Grisham, did not like the idea. Apparently, they wanted to slip some stuff in there that was C.S. Lewis would not appreciate. And Douglas Grisham shut it down. So, yeah. I don't know. Millie Bobby Brown was rumored to be Jill Pole in there. I believe Gal Gadot also was rumored to be Green Witch. So, and I was fan casting Dan Stevens to be Prince William because of his character Sir Lancelot in Night Museum's Secret of the Tablet. So, but no, that didn't go through. I was fairly disappointed. I found out a year later, 2019. It was canceled, but that's a shame. No, Silver Chair is my all-time favorite, and now we have Greta Gerwig, but she will not be doing Silver Chair. She might though. She has this second movie, but so yeah, basically that's the history of this. That is why the Silver Chair film was canceled. It had nothing to do with box office or money issues. It was more of artistic conflict. So yeah, hopefully Gerwig seems to be doing pretty good, and Grisham seems to approve of her, so yeah.